Hey folks, Devin Pennypacker inside of the Windup watch shop for the first time, and I'm joined today by Kat Shoulders. Kat, how you doing?
Great.
And today we're actually taking a look at some of the options we have on the table here for watch travel and storage. We each chose 3 different options here, things that we actually use on a day-to-day basis, and we're gonna kind of go through each item here. So Kat, why don't you kick us off with one of your items here, how you travel with your watches.
So one of my favorite watch rolls from the Windup shop is the Rickshaw Timekeeper 2. These are really cool because you can just put 2 watches inside. Again, from the outside, you can see that it's kind of funky. It's got like almost like this ripstop material that feels like it could take some water versus some of the leather options that you have on your side. But you can fit 2 watches inside. They're sort of sitting at opposite ends, so if they are a bulkier case, you can still close it shut.
Oh, sure.
It's got some nice padding to it. It feels like I can throw this around in my bag. I love these sort of YKK zippers that are on this. Really nice to open and close. But again, it's like a little bit of a funkier option if you're looking for a little watch pouch that is a little different than like the suede and leather options that we offer here.
In a similar vein, I actually have something here too for 2 watches as well, and that is the Adapt EDC Watch Fold. So this actually folds out, has 2 different slots for watches here. You have this kind of thick neoprene padded material in here, so you're not going to scratch up or dent your cases or anything like that. But again, just very slim, folds down really nice and tight, has this drawstring that goes over the top to fold it nice and tight into your back pocket or into your bag, whatever you need to.
Yeah, and I was going to point out one nice thing about this little pouch is that because that neoprene stretches, you can fit in quite like large watches in it, where sometimes, let's say if you've got a big Panerai or Breitling or something, you're not able to fit them in some of the others because they're limited and they don't have a lot of give and stretch, but you can easily fit them inside of that one, which is super nice. And yeah, it's just a really cool design. You can, again, put straps and tools on one end, but I kind of like, and I really dig these like 2 watch pouches because of that reason.
I guess traveling with one, if you really had to pare it down, you brought something for 1 watch as well.
I did, and I'm sensing a theme now because all of my things are green and all of yours is black. So maybe this says a lot about us, who knows? But I have here the Adapt Riverstone case. A lot of my friends that come to the Windup fairs, they love this case. We usually have it on the tabletop at the Windup watch shop. But again, they're nice and funky and cool. I like colors, I like playful colors. But yeah, this is meant for just 1 watch. It has a piece of foam insert on it. You insert your watch sort of on its bracelet or on its strap inside. It even has a little pouch that you can put a watch strap tool in if you need to, or maybe some extra links, or you can even fold another strap in there too.
The hard shell too, it adds protection that you don't necessarily get from a lot of other options out there.
And what's your sort of 1 watch travel case?
Yeah, so I actually found myself using this quite a bit recently. I picked up one of these leather service watch pouches, which is just a single watch pouch, very reminiscent of other brands out there. But it is just a nice little pouch system here that on the inside has a pocket and a nice little cushion, so that way when I have my bracelet watches, which is most of them nowadays, it's not scratching the case up a whole lot. It's protected in there, and yeah, it just packs down into nothing, and again, fits in your pocket if you need it to, which is nice.
I'm sort of through my watch cases now, and so I want to also point out something that I think is a must if you travel with watches, or honestly, even if you're at home, you have to have a good watch tool. So this is the Windup Watch Shop strap changing multi-tool, which is a mouthful, but we have one end that has like a spring bar tool, a traditional spring bar tool, and then the other end we have sort of the pin tool that if you have lugs with holes, this is perfect, if you have a Seiko or something like that, or you can use it on the bracelet too as you're punching those pins out. So both ends are really unique and useful. I, again, love the green. It's one of my favorite colors, and I kind of like that the tips are black too. It's kind of got this like stealthy military vibe about it. But again, a super nifty tool that I think every single watch collector should have.
So I actually have what I primarily travel with, which is a Convoy leather watch roll. This is their Napa leather watch roll. And I chose this one specifically because, number one, it has 4 watch carrying capabilities in here. But each of the 4 slots actually has, again, an additional pad. I'm a bracelet guy for my watches, so I want to make sure that my bracelets aren't scratching up the case. And each slot has one of those in there. But then if you go 1 step further inside, it actually has this big wallet style opening, so I can put straps and tools and whatnot in there and really just kind of pack it all into 1 small slot. And then I can just simply roll it up and tuck it into a bag and not have to worry about them jostling around in my backpack like they
Yeah.
were doing before. But anyway, that is some of our travel and storage options. Please let us know down in the comments what you use to store your watches, what you use to travel with your watches. And if you're in the Brooklyn area, please stop into our Brooklyn showroom. We have open hours now. We're available for appointments. Try some watches on, look at our storage options, look at some straps. We have a whole wall of straps over there. And we are excited to chat about watches and other EDC items. Anyway, that is going to do it for this video here. I know your time is valuable and I do appreciate you spending some of it with me. Kat, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and until the next one, peace.